When change presented itself to my doorstep, I wasn't ready for change. I was too busy being chained down to my community and being chained down to my everyday routines and habits, my paradigm, my mindset, which kept me in lack.
What do you speak about, Luap?
Good question. What do I speak about? Well, I speak about embracing change, the benefits of change, how changing your life how changing little things that you do in your life can impact you and where you're going in life. For instance, my biggest transformation or change in life was when I was in 11th grade. I gave up eating meat, I gave up eating junk food, and I gave up looking at the things that I look at on a daily basis and listening to a bunch of knuckleheads that were on the street telling me to do this, and do this. Starting with the things that I fueled myself. Once I did that, I went from being a D&F student, someone who couldn't focus clearly to understand the lessons, someone who can barely remember what was said to me in class, to being an A and B student. My grades changed almost overnight. I became a nerd almost overnight. Once that happened, I was able to absorb the things that I was learning. I started to go buy my first book, my second book, my third book. I went from carrying weapons to carrying a book everywhere I went. And it all started from the things that I started to fuel myself with. Again, from the things that I put in my mouth, the things that I was looking at, and the things that I was listening to. And that really made the biggest impact on my life at an early stage in my life. Once again, in 11th grade, that made me go from possibly not graduating on time to graduating on time, simply because it allowed me to have the mental clarity and the mental focus to focus and get passing grades and get out of high school on time. Definitely. I say that strictly to say to you that is why I'm so passionate about being here. That's why I'm so passionate about bringing you this message. I'm happy to be here today to hopefully plant seeds inside of you that in some kind of way to help you or help somebody that you know to change their life for the better. Or even
Your name is Luap. Why do people where did that come from?
Basically, again, it came from change. At one point in my life, I went from being the misguided knucklehead individual that I was, doing a whole bunch of, just not so positive things in my life and in my community, to being more of a role model, to being more of a mentor, to being someone who I fell in love with myself and someone who can help others to be a better version of themselves. So at the time, my name was Paul, which is something that I haven't really revealed too much in society yet, but one day I will. So I used to go by Paul, and I was living in Miami at the time. And I didn't like the way they pronounced my name. They used to call me, hey pal, hey pal, hey pal. And that used to really get on my nerves. Plus, like I said, I was changing my life. So at the time, me and some of my friends were playing around with our names and calling ourselves our names backwards. So my name, at the playtime was Luap. So people kept calling me Luap and Luap and Luap. And I realized, hey, I like that. I like that new vibration of who I am at the moment and what that represented. So now I'm known as Luap, the Lu to your app, because I'm putting the app into change to change your life as well.
All right. Now I see there's an extra O in Paul. What does that stand for?
Well, you mean the O in Luap?
Or that?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
The O was for two things: to throw people off so they wouldn't know immediately where Luap came from, and also the O came because I'm a very outstanding individual. Luap, L-O-U-A-P. Yes, I changed my name. I changed my name because I was looking for change in my life. I realized it was time for me to make a change within myself. So I changed my name to reflect the new person that I was becoming, the new person that I knew I wanted to be in this lifetime.
Yeah, it is all about change. How many books do you have now, and which one is your favorite?
Well, currently at the moment, I have 6 books, and I'm laughing because I just remembered someone just asked me that very same question, what's my favorite book, for the first time about 2 days ago, and I didn't really know how to respond because out of all my books, I never thought about which one was my favorite. So at the time, I told her out of the books I had available to her, she wanted to get one of the books that I had. I told her it was The Awakening, which was my first book, because that book really changed the trajectory of the direction I was going in life. And that book stemmed from me giving up 7 things for 90 days, and those 7 things were powerful. It started me on a journey to writing or keeping a journal of everything that I was doing every single day, how I felt, what I was going through, the things that were happening to me at that time. And little did I know, from doing that, I became an author. I wrote about all the experiences that I was having, and I put it in the book, which was my 90-day journey to transformation and how you can do it too. And with that, my mentor said to me, hey, Luab, you have a book now? I think you should go to Toastmasters. And I had never heard of Toastmasters before, so I was like, okay, let me check that out. Went to Toastmasters and became a speaker, speaking at various events from that day forward. So yeah, The Awakening is my favorite book if I had to choose one, but at the moment, currently, I would definitely say the new book, which is How to Stay Youthful at Any Age. If success leaves footprints, all you have to do is follow in the footsteps of someone who's already done what you're trying to do, and that way it'll help you to get to where you're trying to go in life much faster.
I see you have a series of workshops going on. Mm-hmm. How is that going for you?
Wow. Well, the workshops, they started from a few people coming to the audiences to gradually building to the one that we just did this past weekend. Wish you could have been there because every seat was full. We even had to add seats as I was doing my presentation. We had to add seats for the new people who were coming into the room. They came a little late, no biggie. But it felt good to know that I had to add seats to the workshop as opposed to subtracting seats. But yeah, man, I would say right now they're getting better and better. I have some of the locations where we're doing the workshop, the people there are starting to help me with the promotion. So it's going good right now. I would definitely say if you're looking to enhance your health, if you're looking to have more energy, more than you have now, if you're looking to lose weight or to reverse any ailments that you might be having in your body, I would say this workshop is for you. Come on down to one of our workshops because right now is the time and they're absolutely free. Definitely.
What's unique about you, Luab?
Okay, well, other than my name, Luab, what's unique about me? Well, journey back with me a couple years ago. When I first took the journey down, trying to be a public speaker, I was a little lost, I was confused, I didn't know how to go about setting up the stage to be a good public speaker. So what I did was I took 2 years out of my life. I pretty much pushed society away. I gave up dating, I gave up a lot of different things, hanging out with my friends and all the things of that such. I bought a tent. And I put the tent in my mom's backyard down in Miami, and I stayed there for 2 years. So some people might ask you, well, why did you do that? Well, because it gave me the luxury of being private, secluded. I was living a monk life, the speaker monk life. So like that, I can do nothing but study. I can create. I can work on my public speaking. During that time span, I wrote 4 books while I was in there. I went from being someone who competed in contests and lost at club level to someone who went all the way to division. My life as a public speaker enhanced and grew within those 2 years rapidly. Why? Because I was living in a tent. And from a certain perspective, it was lonely. I was kind of down about it. I didn't really have no girl around at the time to help with the balance of my life. But I met someone one day, and he's an NFL Hall of Famer. His name was Steve Watson. And he said to me after hearing my story, he said, wow, you have a remarkable story. And he said to me, unreasonable actions equal remarkable results. remarkable results. And he said, Luap, continue and persist on. You will be remarkable. So with that being said, I would say that's what's unique about me. Definitely.
How do you get bookings?
Okay. Good question. So 2 ways. Number 1, I create my own platforms. I do my own workshops. And I do my own workshops. So at the workshops, I speak, I sell products when the workshops are done. I sell my books, I sell t-shirts, and I have other products available as well. So that's one way. And the second way that I get booked is by just asking, whether I'm on stage at one of my workshops or whether I'm giving a speech at a local event or even at Toastmasters, to let people know, hey, I am available for you to come speak at one of your events or an event that someone that you may know is doing an event. And with that, I let them know I could come and speak on either health and wellness, strategic thinking, and having remarkable results, starting all from change, embracing change. I am available for you to come speak at one of your events or an event that someone that you may know is doing an event. So remember, if you want to break the chains that are holding you down in life, embrace change so that change can change you and change you for the better. What's stopping you in life? Don't say, oh, this person, that person, that person. The only thing stopping you in life is you and the way you think, the way you see things in life. The only thing stopping you in life is you, yourself. If you want more, go out and get more. Yes? So for your body to work at optimum peak, what should you add more to it? Water. More water, all right? So with that being said, would anyone like some water? Yes, boom, here you go. The proud winner of that free Zipper Hill 7.7 alkaline water. Definitely.